I don't know how long we'll go for today, if I'm honest with you guys. It was a weird day at work, so working on my day off. Boop, boop. Also, thanks to Precious Angel Wings, while this will not be a thing for the, hang on one second. While this will not be a normal thing, because the podcast is over, I did once it loads. Well, yay! Look, we got it set up properly, even though things are over with. I don't know if we're gonna keep this for the just chatting or not, but I think this worked out very well. I'm so proud of how it came out. Bob, if you're watching, this is fucking incredible. Oh, right. I have to go back to the old one. Oh, the other one didn't save. Oh, the other one didn't save, chat, man. Yeah, let me fix that real quick. Hang on. Chatting. What is that? Eyes open, mouth closed. Eyes open, mouth open. Eyes closed, mouth closed. Eyes closed, mouth open. Hooray! I fixed it. And then we're gonna stop the bobbing. Hooray! It looks so good. I love it. It's fucking Inception. Good catch. I assume Office Phone carried is all. Yes, Office Phone carried. It was the best carry in the entire game of all time. Nothing could carry harder than Office Phone. Trust. Listen. Okay, I can talk about how like things like Remnant and like Rotten Pizza aren't that good, but at least they do something. It's Office Phone. That's the best. Yeah. We will not take this slander for Office Phone. What if I just play the whole stream like this? Just with it up on the projector. Just the whole time. Would that be weird? I feel like that would be very weird for people. Also, I feel like this fucking thing is blinking way too much. Hang on. Okay, that's better. It's like a substitute showing the class a movie because they don't have any work to give out. I had a college professor. I doubt they watch my stream, so they don't know. But I had a college professor years ago when I was in college who, that's all they did for the whole class. They would just show YouTube videos the whole time. I know what some people are thinking. Oh, that sounds like a great class. It was, unless your objective at college is to actually learn. It was so fucking frustrating. I left that class like halfway through, and I don't think she cared. I literally think she was just there to get a paycheck. Okay, Office Phone, you piece of... I mean, amazing add-on that you are. I'm gonna try something. I saw Alran trying this. Access panel and party hat. The reasoning behind it was you can throw the axe through the door, and and party hat's bigger bubble will give you the killer instinct once they leave, so you know which direction they go. God, I wish there was a random button. I don't know what to run. Oh no. I think I want genetic. Just to deal with life. The fake Bannard? Bannard? The fake Bannard. What? Gift of Pain. I actually, I've been thinking about this after last night, thinking, like, after we tried it with Office Phone. I genuinely think Gift of Pain, Deathbound is not a bad combo at all. Because, so, you hook the person, they get off hook, they heal, they get the penalty for doing gens of 16%. But then they also, if the other person walks away, they're oblivious until they lose a health state. So both of them get punished. Pain Res plus Death. Come on. Pain Res is like one of my least used perks. I'll just run through it. Well, no, I don't really need Thrilling because I got Access Panel. I guess I could just run Pop with this. I don't understand why people don't use it more. It's actually amazing. And the thing is, I've talked about this with Gifts of Pain. It technically got pseudo-buffed with the healing meta. Now, the argument I hear is that, well, they heal super fast, so Gift of Pain doesn't do anything. No. They heal super fast, so they're more likely going to get the generator downside of Gift of Pain. What's my opinion about Pain Res Deadman's? It's a very effective combo. I don't personally use it myself, but it's a very effective combo. It's definitely meta right now. Now there's still a lot of detractors. You'll see a lot of like content creators are definitely running it, but the general player base still is not running this perk, which is also weird because it's a general perk now. Everyone has it. What is it called now? Is it called Weeping Wounds now, or something like that? I forget that because it doesn't change the name for me since I own Pinhead. Oh, shut up. Alright, hopefully we can finish off Nemesis tonight as well.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, noob. No. I'm Army. And when I survive it, he gets a ping quite a bit. I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's just like the stats just don't show up. But then again, we don't have the official stats. But I think it's definitely getting to that point, though. I think people are realizing it. Because, again, I think the thing with Gifts of Pain is people focus too much on the hemorrhage and mangled part when that's not the part that you need to worry. Again, if people are healing much faster, they're going to get the generator side effect much more often, which is the thing. Fortune's Fool, No Holds Barred, and Weeping Wounds. I remember one of the prototype names for Gift of Pain was like, it was like Sanguined Nightmare or something, which was cool as hell. Because you don't hear the word sanguined very often. It means blood, by the way, for those that don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm genuinely curious about the Get to Pain Deathbound combo. Just because, like I said, this This punishes both of them if they heal directly after hook, right? If they do a super fast heal, this person's doing gen slowers and this person's oblivious. It's not the biggest status effect in the world, but it is something, and it can sometimes get you hits. That's cool as fuck. Why didn't behavior use it? I don't know. The prototype names, I think for a plaything, it was like, oh my god, what it was something, man, I wish I remember the name for the plaything one, because it was really cool. I'm trying to remember, because these were the ones that were leaked like months ago, like right as Pinhead was leaving the game. Chat, there's CTV in the lobby. As always, feel free to go to their chat. Just don't tell them what I'm doing. Don't tell me what they're doing. Above all else, don't be a dick. Again, I just like the word sanguined. You just don't hear it enough. The only time I've ever heard the word sanguined used, and how I figured out what it meant was from League of Legends, because it's one of Vladimir's abilities, Sanguine Pool. So now that we're on to pies, I wonder what the anniversary food will be next year. We're also getting away from the Masquerade. I'm actually more curious about the anniversary next year now that Masquerade's leaving. I know people are sad to see it go, but like I think it's ran its course. It's been 3 years. Boop. I'm gonna go to 2 and then head over and wrap around through 5. I have access panel. Me remembering I have access panel. Pop goes to Weasel. Did you wrap back around? Really? Okay. They're back on that one. Deathbound hits. She's still on 5. I think I can walk over there and make it. Nah. She left. She went behind it.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, over. Where did you go? I wanted to use that in the center one. She's on 2. She walks away. She's on 1. Hit her with that. She's gonna drop this pallet. I should have just gone for the M1. That was good. Get rid of this. Picks that up. I don't think anyone had a flashlight, so I think we're good. Put you on the Gift of Pain hook. No one's on a door. Pop this. The glitch PNG is so good. I know, right? I love it. Rare camera usage? I mean, she didn't really stay on it for very long, now did she? Can we get her with Weeping Wounds too? Hook her there. You hop off. I can hit this with Pop. She doesn't get her life off of that, does she? Breton. Up you go. We're gonna another use of Pop off of this. Hopefully we can get another thing of Okay. No one's by door 1. They should be back on this gen. They hopped off at the Saber, which works for me. That's fine. I think they're on 7 just because I don't have... Nope. Okay. Still managed to get the hit. He's going to head to Shack now. He walked into it. That works for me. Hops back on. Jesus Christ, Pop is getting so much value this match. Get that? I just want to get genetic limits value off of that. We'll hit that. They're over there. They miss a skill check. She goes back into the loop. Hooray! It does suck that all my Scourge hooks are, like, right there. Do this. She's dead. That works. Get my axe back. See where they are? Over there. Beautiful. Pop is like Fizz Time Pop Soda, like FNAF. We going for a flashlight save? I guess not. I'm assuming they're on the one in Shack right now? Here's the plan. What? What's up, Finner? Thank you for the resub.
That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
I think she left. Ooh. I do want to run. I'd rather run it this way. She got the exposed timer. I know where Nick is too. He was over by 3. So I'm gonna go. Oh. Thank you, access panel. Good evening, Bartholomew. I know, right? That one's stupid good. There's some people who don't think it's good. Legitimately. I think I got a lot of value out of it that match. It's going good, Phoenix. It's going good. Work sucked, but you know, what are you gonna do? Ooh, a BMP hyper-focused stakeout, yo. Yeah, I had to. It was my day off. I had to do it tomorrow too, but I had to go and work shift at another store. I wish it was this useful when I play. Listen, I don't know. Party Hat also got some use too, to be honest. Oh, why we have some people here. By the way, the new, thingy. Boop. Look! We're never using it anymore, except for, like, just chatting stuff, but, like, look! Hooray! It looks so good, chat. No, it's not just, like, a lot of people do realize that the aura reading on it, a lot of people just don't think it's consistent enough to make it valuable. I disagree. People always go to doors, and then you'd be surprised how often people are doing it during your chases. I love that PNG. Make my artist paw. She's also the one who did most of our Chucky emotes. Are the podcasts like done? Not fully. They're just gonna be a lot more sporadic. Mostly like when a new killer comes out, I'll give it a couple months or so and then bring on some guests. But that's really as far as it's going. Thank you to your artist. She does amazing work. I love Pa. She's worked with me for like 3 years now, and I can't be happier. For those on the YouTube side of things, though, I am working on getting the emotes to work over there. It's not as easy as you would think it is. I think SPM would be good on paper. 4 meters doesn't sound like much. But they spawn so close to gens. Well, Milky, the thing is, sometimes they don't spawn next to gens. But the thing is, like, there was a couple times during that match where I was just walking around when I wasn't chasing people. Where I was just holding it up just to get info. I did see the Deep Sea Xenomorph. I am so excited. Once it releases, I don't know when, but once it releases, we're doing a fishing stream for sure. Okay, I'm just making sure it's not out today, right? Okay, cool. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I think Deathbound got us some hits that match. I can't definitively say. Deep Sea Springtrap win. We have Deep Sea Springtrap. Have you not seen? Look at this. Look at this Deep Sea Springtrap, chat. Look at him. He's perfect. Fish trap. Are we perhaps heading into the best meta ever, Deathbound meta? I don't think Deathbound's going to be meta. I just think the combination it has with Gift of Pain is surprisingly good. I didn't even look what genetic limits stopped, but I think at least 3 of them had life, and I didn't see it go off once. So genetic did its job. I just really like genetic limits on Springtrap. Fight me. The amount, like this add-on is... This is my version of Lightborn. Genetic Limits is my version of Lightborn. It's like, oh, you can just wait out the dead hard, or you can run Genetic Limits and never worry about it ever again. Yeah, the only thing this doesn't stop is Sprint Burst, and most of the time I don't really care. Nick had it, and he ran into a wall, so who gives a shit? Oh. Yeah, Deathbone is surprisingly good. Springtrap is loud, but like you won't hear his footsteps till about 12 meters, so like it's not the worst thing in the world. And if you can combo it, like if you're comboing with Gift of Pain, this means like if they heal after, if they reset after unhooking, they both get some kind of penalty. My Lightborn perk is Zancian. I mean, fair enough. I'm curious what the Halloween skin is going to be. I'm pretty sure the Halloween skin for Springtrap is going to be the just Blighted. It's probably just going to be a Blighted Springtrap. Also, did you just call it Axe Ostian? Axe Ostian. I have no words. Maybe. I don't know, man. I can't say much about perks. My most used, apart from barbecue and chili, my most used perk, actually, yeah, my most used perk in the game is still save the best for last, apart from BBQ. And the only thing funny about that is that I mained Chucky for 2 years. So the fact that save the best for last was used so much, even though I mained a primarily M2 killer, is hilarious. Leverage could be good if you want to punish healing on hook. Well, no, that's the thing, Lynx. I don't want to punish healing. Well, I do want to punish healing on hook. I want to punish healing. I don't want to make healing harder. I want to punish them for doing it. Because, yes, leverage plus gift of pain would make... leverage plus gift of pain would make them heal slower. True. That punishes them for healing. Like, trying to heal. However, Gift of Pain plus Deathbound punishes them for finishing the heal. That's my thought process. My thought process is that no matter what, they're going to get the heal off. Unless I'm right there. And if I'm right there, I don't care anyways. So why not just punish them for doing it anyway? You know what I mean? Imagine it's not Blight Springtrap, but it says shirtless William. It's the Halloween skin is shirtless William. Hi, Kassir. They make the Halloween skin Burn Trap, but they probably sell like -7. I'd buy Burn Trap. I'd buy Scrap Trap. I'd buy it just for the memes. You know, it's like when you have like a bad roommate, right? That's how I'm treating the Deathbound Gifted Paint thing. It's like when you have like a bad roommate, and it's like, well, you can't kick them out or anything, but you can make living there like hell. This has been roommate advice with the fake Banette. I think I heard them on the boat. No. Oh. I did tell I see a putty cat. What? Oh, she just left it. She knew she was gonna lose. Ooh, so close. She makes that. Damn. Oh my god. Hold up. Alright, it's swamp. Everything's not on the same elevation. What? Oh, she ran back in. Oh, this was a shitty start to a match, wasn't it? You have a job, finally? Trix, what'd you get? What kind of job? I need to know. There was 2 sets of tracks here, I thought. Little do I know that Claudette is actually fucking a genius because she's gonna be broken the whole time. Thor is really the only one I'm kind of worried about. And now I get my axe back. Oh, she fully wrapped around. She did not want to play Shaq at all. I just heard her. I can't believe that didn't go off, honestly. That is twice I got her with that. Nice. I thought I wasn't in range. Wait, McColl's baby! God, fuck swamp! Fuck swamp! What is this fucking loop? I'm gonna throw that just so I'm 115 to catch up. By the time I get there, I should have it, but they probably have the door open. The Bennett of 87, yep. I don't even think I saw the Claudette the entire time. She was doing very good at stealthing. You better run. I might have loot bag. You never know. GG's. Yeah, I barely used the doors. I didn't have a chance to use pop that much. I chased the Cheryl at the start way too long. Vigil sprint burst on the Yoon Jin, who I didn't even see. I'm not saying they should nerf it. Have a good stream. All right, well, have a good one. I'm sorry I wasn't watching chat. I kind of, again, I locked in on that match for, like, no reason. I'm not saying they should nerf it. This is not me advocating for them nerfing it. I am curious, though, if they are going to, at some point, do something about windows of opportunity. Just because of how, just because of the pick rate being as high as it is. Or if they understand that they don't need to really do much about it. Local streamer wants Vigil gutted. I wonder who that is. I wonder if they're in my chat. I think, personally, like, because here's the thing. How do we nerf Vigil without making it useless like it used to be? That would be my question. Make it not affect exhaustion? Oh, you know what? Actually, that's not a bad idea. It already... Fun fact about Vigil. There's something it doesn't affect that no one talks about. Does anyone know the only status effect that Vigil does not affect? And nerf exhaustion burst. Never. They're never going to do that. Deafened? Okay, does anyone know the only other effect it doesn't... I didn't even think about deafened. Does deafened have a timer? The only thing that does deafen anymore is, what, ear on hag? Right? That's it? Or deafen for 6... Yeah, it's the only... I think it's the only thing that does it anymore. Because it used to be that knockout. The answer was incapacitated. The answer was incapacitated. You haven't done any gaming in about a week? I mean, for some people, it's a good thing. It means you're probably finding interesting other things to do. Well, we don't have incapacitated. That's not true. That's not true at all. Look. Look. There's incapacitated. Look. It's right there. 10 whole seconds after you get hit with a hatchet. Can't do anything. Wait a second. Wait. If you pop a syringe... Well, no, it wouldn't matter. You're injured. It would die. You die. Yeah, never mind. Well, no, because if you go down, the syringe might still go through. Take my public applicants test. I don't know what that fully means, Lynx, but I'm proud. I want to say I'm proud of you. What is a scenario you would want to incapacitate somebody? For 10 seconds. Is there any situation where that would be a thing? What if you pain res a syringe instead of pop it? None in chase. So it's... Okay, it is completely useless. Also, this isn't fully true. There are a couple other things that cause incapacitated. Where is he? I'll find him. Pinhead's chains cause it. Victor causes it. And when you're holding a xenomorph turret, you are also technically incapacitated. Medkits would be the only... Well... Yeah, I mean, so if you're playing Huntress, if someone has a medkit with a syringe, and you hit them with the axe, or with your hatchet, they're incapacitated for 10 seconds. They can't use the syringe. Or a septic. Because they can't heal. That's actually not bad, honestly. For 10 seconds, but still. And then if they pop it, that's, what, 12 seconds? So you have 22 extra seconds to down them? You could also just down... Well, yeah, but my point is, like, let's say you're playing Huntress, you hit someone with a hatchet, they have a syringe, now they can pop the syringe, and just try to outlast you for 12 seconds, which isn't unreasonable. Get healed again, and then you have to hit them again. With this, they couldn't do that. Right? Also, I was thinking about this the other day. I think I know what the solution to syringes would be. Like how to like nerf them without actually nerfing them. Um, what if hemorrhage affected syringes?
Hello? Hello?
Hi, Theo. Hear me out. So, according to how this is supposed to work, hemorrhage. Regress healing progress when not healing and increase the blood trails left by injured survivors. When you pop a syringe, like technically you're healing, but what if they just code it so you're not? So it just doesn't work when you're hemorrhaged. But yeah, no, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like we all kind of shit on this add-on, but yeah, what if the timer only went down while standing? I could see that. That could be some way to do it. I never really thought about it. This add-on actually kind of has a use, huh? Most people kind of overlook it. I forget it exists half the time. All add-ons do, except for most of them. Truer words about Dead by Daylight have never been spoken. I'm just gonna bring menu with it. I think the info alone is good enough. Menu's a fucking crack add-on, I swear. You use this thing too much and you get so much, like, you get so used to it. Oh, shut up, Springtrap. Nobody cares. Glitch Trap, I'm sorry. Different entity, different person. What is a man if not their name? What's wrong, Yum Yum? She likes it when I scratch her sides. I don't know. It does kind of suck that right now. Like the more I thought about it, Springtrap really only has like okay. Let's see. We've got Fazcoin, Access Panel, Celebrate Poster, depending on who you ask. Indo CPU, Bonnie's Guitar, Foxy's Hook, and Menu. Like if you really want to play Springtrap to like the high level, or like I want to run the best stuff only, those are really your options. Some combination of those. And it's weird too because the other ones aren't necessarily bad. Like Remnant, I don't think is bad. The idea is here. I just wish it started once you went through the door, not during it. No, Paper Plate is also decent. I just like compared to the others, I don't think it's that good. It has its use. That's the thing. That's what I was saying about Office Phone, right? Is like I've been saying this like all week. Like the other add-ons, like whether or not they're good or bad, they all have a use case. That's the thing with them. Like even Loot Bag, like this add-on is not good. It's very niche. You're technically giving yourself no add-on for most of the trial, unless you get to that particular situation that might not even happen. But it has a point. Like there's a time and a place for this to get used. Even help wanted ad, like I mean, go into customs and use it to help you with lineups. Freddy's Hat's a playstyle difference. Chica's bib, the counters head on, and I see a lot of people swear by it. I love purple guy drawing. Everyone knows this. Purple guy drawing Celebrate poster is probably my favorite fucking add-on combo he has, or one of them. We are purple guy drawing strongest soldiers. I love purple guy drawing. I love aura reading in general, and the fact that it like lets you play in like 2 different ways or like 3 different ways depending on which other thing you combo it with is really fun to me. We'll go to 7, wrap around to 2 and 3. Or they'll be on 6. That works too. Thank you. I was gonna say, I don't think I hesitated, so I don't think I'm getting into a hook. They're on 2. I thought she was about to come back for the fucking flashlight for a second. Hello. They still got it done. Are you fucking kidding me? They're all by 5. I'm gonna go to 6 and then wrap back around towards them. Because they're going towards me. Hello. Banish the tumbleweeds? Tumbleweeds are good friends, though, guy. Come on. Bots, now you're just being rude. You hate tumbleweeds, I knew it. They're by 2? Nah. I'm just gonna wait for my cooldown. Up you go. Hit this. They're over on 6, by the way. So we head back in there. One of them's going to go for the save on Dwight. That's fine by me. We grab this back up. Someone was on a cam, so I know they're nearest by. Oof. Freddy's hat would have gotten you. The Freddy's hat definitely would have gotten me that hit. I'm actually going to let them heal. I'm going to head over to 2 and start working my way over. Actually, I'm going to go to 4 and then work my way towards Meg. I can't believe that missed.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, I have access panel. I could have hit them. That works too, though. Than anyone I know. Check the leaderboard stats. I actually don't. I believe Levi is at like 90. Kick this. Break you. In what world? One's on 5, one's on 7. I can't believe that landed. Hello. Access panel did that. Access panel did a lot of things. This add-on is really good, and I just don't understand how people keep saying it's not. Where'd Laura go? Also, hear me out. Hear me out.
Well, it seems that
Never
your
mind.
journey
Don't hear me out. Hear him
has
out.
ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing. Just, you could not imagine how terrible it would be. Just, I get scared thinking about it. Glad it's not me. It reminds me of a time I was speaking to that good friend Orville. We were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Oh, wait, was I on the right or left? Anyways, it doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons. And I said to Orville, "Friend, those birds are frozen." And he kind of looked at me like I lost my mind. But I reminded him that it was winter, and often birds will sit in a tree until they freeze. Then they sort of fall to the ground until the sun warms up and they can, move around again. So I said to Orville, "You might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw, because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in." To which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs should be in before he threw them to the birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy the breadcrumbs in the condition that the crumbs were in, when in fact I had meant the birds could not enjoy them in the condition that the birds were in, considering that the birds were frozen.
Right.
So he took a moment and then threw his last handful onto the ground. I said to him, "Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen?" To which he responded, "The breadcrumbs are not frozen." Again, misunderstanding my words. I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen when I said I told you they're frozen. I'd been referring to the birds. In hindsight, what I should have said was, and this would make perfect sense, "Why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when the birds are frozen?" He misunderstood upon my correction, stating that he didn't know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said to Orville, and this is what I said to him, I said, "Orville, the birds may be dead."
Why does that get me every... And I said to Orville, this is what I said to him, this is what I said. Why does that get me every fucking time? Also, Farah, we're doing good, by the way. Having a conversation. Of course I'm having a conversation. You guys invited Mr. Hippo to the stream. I'm gonna indulge him, okay? He's here with us now. The Purple Mini info on demand is great. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not really on demand, but, like, when it gives you info, it's info, like, it's really good info when it works. I'm gonna memorize this speech someday against... How do you think I feel? I had to edit that shit down to put it in here. What was I gonna say? What was I even talking about? I don't remember. Mr. Hippo interrupted me. I bet Mr. Hippo will be the most obnoxious customer, though. Like, one of those that just talks and talks and talks while there's a line building up behind them and he's blissfully unaware. Listen, as someone who has to deal with that on the daily, let me just say that they are not blissfully unaware, at least most of them. They're well aware. They just don't care. There's a difference. I don't know anymore, man. Mr. Hippo just wants to hang out with his good friend Orville and eat some sandwiches with some ducks. I choose to believe they're unaware. Fair enough. We could get the band back together? What do you want me to... Do you want me to add the jump scares of, like... Orville and Ned Bear? This is how it feels. You want me to just have that thrown in there for no reason? Nobody... Nope. But... I don't think I can do... I don't think I can do the frog voice. Hang on. Nope. It keeps coming to the fucking Carl Weezer Zelda voice. Never mind. He tried to release you. He tried to... I can't do Orville either. Oh. I honestly can't even do Ned Bear, but it's like close.
Uh-oh,
How unfortunate.
uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night.
Thank you, Dee Dee. You want me to do the you want me to voice the banjo? You want? Why is there a 10-hour version of this? How do I even? I want everyone to know what I'm looking at. Hang on. I want everyone to be fully aware of what I'm witnessing at the moment. You want me to do that? You want me to recreate that? The do that? It's the best.
Deposit 5 coins.
The best you're gonna get. It's the do. That's the best you're gonna get. I'll throw an air horn in. Hang on. Hold up, I got this. Hang on. That's the best you're getting. So fucking... I'm so done. Do the entire 10 hours as a redeem.
Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing. Just, you could not imagine how terrible it would be. Just, I get scared thinking about it. Glad it's not me.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville. We were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Oh, wait, was I on the right?
I don't know.
Left? Anyways, it doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons. And I said to Orville, "Friend, those birds are frozen." And he kind of looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But I reminded him that it was winter, and often birds will sit in a tree until they freeze. And then they sort of fall to the ground until the sun warms up and they can, move around again. So I said to Orville, "You might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw, because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in." To which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs should be in before he threw them to the birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy.
I understood you. I don't think you meant... Yeah.
When in fact, I had meant the birds could not enjoy them in the condition that the birds were in.
Yeah, I know.
Considering that the birds were frozen. So he took a moment and then threw his last handful onto the ground. I said to him, "Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen?" To which he responded, "The breadcrumbs are not frozen." Again, misunderstanding my words. I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen when I said I told you they're frozen. I'd been referring to the birds. In hindsight, what I should have said was, and this would make perfect sense.
No, the birds aren't
"Why did you
dead.
throw the
I promise.
breadcrumbs to the
I promise,
birds
they're
when
fine."
The birds are frozen. He misunderstood upon my correction, stating that he didn't know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said to Orville, and this is what I said to him, I said, "Orville, the birds may be dead."
They might be dead, chat. They might be dead. Might be the key word there. It's funny with that speech. I know, we're not supposed to overanalyze Mr. Hippo's speeches, but I'm pretty sure that's an allegory for trying to understand FNAF lore. It's like, what do you mean they're dead? They're dead, but they're right there. Yeah, but they're actually dead. William, he's dead, but he's not actually dead, but he's dead. DEDEA, dead. Drug Enforcement Administration, D, dead. If they're small crowd. I mean, people freeze bread all the time. Orville, where's the door? I just like to picture Scott was sitting there making Ultimate Custom Night. And he was just like, I don't have a thing for Mr. Hippo. What if I just make him troll the entire community for years and become like a fan favorite character? But Phoenix, if the breadcrumbs even were still frozen, like, you can still eat them. Like I said, people eat frozen bread all the time. My grandma loves cold bread. I don't know why. Not cold bread, but like, you know, frozen bread. Orville, where's the door? Oh, I thought you said Mr. Hippo. Losing my mind, chat. Man, it's gonna be so weird having all of this FNAF stuff when we switch away from Springtrap. Oh, they're on 7. Cool. Hello. In what world? I know where one ran off this way. I've got 20% speed. I got a door on that main gen. That's good. Meow. They're not paid, Chet. I swear to God, they're not paid. They're on 4. Does she have... underpaid and overpaid. They're not paid, Chad, I promise. I promise. I fucking promise. I'm just a lucky little scamp. Did you have Deliverance? Really? You fucking split, didn't you? Just on commission. Yeah. They're on commission. See, I haven't paid them yet. They have a retainer. I don't care. Why didn't you scream? On 1. Tom Spirit? I guess I didn't throw him off the door either. A reminder, some people want him punished more for that, by the way.
Please deposit 5 coins.
I thought I hit her. I was about to lose my damn minds. He's on. What is going on? Actually, I'm gonna get back in the door, get my undetectability back. I'm gonna head over to 3. We're gonna go up and around, get the undetectability on them. They didn't go to another door, that's fine. Decisive? No. Weird. I thought that crow was a person. They're on 7? They were heading towards 4. Then I was going to ask you, what do you use to crop pictures for thumbnails? Like cut for specific things. I can send you the link later, but it's a website called Photophia. It's basically like a free, it's basically like a free Photoshop. If they make doors have line of sight, what do you mean by line of sight, Luna? Photoshop when video wants. But yeah, I can send you the link later, Phoenix. In fact, I can probably do it after this match. 4 is not next to a door, so I'm going to check this one. I'm just trying to figure things out that make life easier. Fair enough. What were you using before? Paints, I assume? But it's a very old version. I see. I'm gonna go to 4, wrap around. See, this is what I like about using the doors on Springtrap. And why I really like Access Panel too. She was on 5? So she's in the area. Otari. Head over to 1, get my undetectability back. And then we just walk around with... She's over by 6. She's walking right to the door. Fine. Did I walk right past her? Maybe I did. I am blind. The blind bandit. The blind bandit. Shh. Tell no one what you saw here. Tell no one. Tell no one. The channel Listo Gaming uploaded the video of them playing Survivor, saving a Sable, and then the Cable called them dog water in post chat. So or the Sable called them dog water. Of course they did. I love this community. This community is amazing. Everyone in it's so kind and nice, and no one ever has bad things to say about anybody. Never, ever, never, never. Look at his cute tail, chat. Okay. Hang on. Phoenix, I sent you the link. Cable Ward. Arf. God, Snug, you're so fucking cute. I love you. I love you, man. You're so cute. I love you. Hang on. Did they change? Oh, they did change it. They changed it, like, entirely. That's great. None of them really look good on it, but, you know. I guess that's the best one. Wait, what? What is this? That's not linked. What is this a part of? Why did Snug have a masquerade mask? These are the real questions. I hope she gets more. What is this cane? How do you get this? It says it's in the Houndmaster collection. That's so weird. Oh, when you buy it from Steam. Oh. Man, I hate it when they do that, because I buy all my stuff with cells. I don't, like, pay Steam for it. I just buy the cells. Wait, I didn't even know I owned this. I own this? No, I don't own that. Okay. I was so confused. We can't change the look of the killer power, also behavior. Poodle! Look at the cute fucking poodle! Look at him! Look at the poodle! Okay. Cheated in? Oh yeah, you're so right. Well, chat. I know it was an early, or it was the shortest stream, but we're gonna end it there, mostly because, again, I am doing 2 double time shifts, or 2 overtime shifts. And I have some other things I need to do. So, we're gonna go ahead and raid out. I don't know who's on right now. Poodle trap. Poodle trap.
Please deposit 5 coins.
Let's see. We'll raid A, man. I could never spell their name correctly. I hate this place. I don't have 5 coins to deposit, chat. Hey, oh, sorry, Luna. A-man, Ichi. Alright, we're gonna raid A-man. Again, really cool player. They are so kind to me every time I show up in their chat. But for those on the Twitch side of things, I'll see you guys tomorrow. For those on the YouTube side, I'll also see you tomorrow. But get ready for a video on Saturday, hopefully. I love y'all. See y'all later. Bye.
Follow? You guys are too sweet. Shout out. Can we get a shout out to them? They are such a kind person. I literally just